jaundice. That's why it's a funny colour. Kidney
Smoking as
failure.
well, though.
Yeah.
Smoking tabs.
It's just a poorly
Smoking
raised
symptoms,
child.
Yeah. I hope everyone's got character voices this time, because this one's going to go viral.
Well, I did consider one, and at least it's not here, so she won't call me a twat for doing it. So I might do it.
Alright.
I might just do it.
Well, my species, it says when they speak common, they're like throwing like chirps and bird mannerisms and shit while they're speaking
You have
common.
to,
So
yeah, do it. You have to do it. Just go squawk at the end of every sentence.
yeah.
Right. We'll get started then. So, for one reason or another, you have all ended up in a little town in the middle of nowhere. That none of you really, you're all just passing through. None of you are from round here. Whether you've been here a week, a night, a month, a year, that is entirely your choice as your characters, how long you've spent around here. It's just a little town. Nothing interesting really happens here. Ever since however many nights you've stayed here, nothing interesting has happened. There's a little dainty pub that you've sometimes spent some nights in. You've seen the others around, but you've not really said hello to anybody or got into anything. And then you hear of a carnival passing through. And you are all filled with the desire to go and see what it's all about. And you all end up, when it loads, there we go. When it drags you all across. Why is it not doing it? Right, let's try again. There we go. So you find your character, and that's where you start. Obviously, I know yours is slightly different, Budgie, but I'll put your token down.
Yeah.
Man says that I don't own a token with vision in this
There,
thing.
Mine's black.
Am I the only one that can see? Do these Akora, or a corker, or whatever the fuck I can't even pronounce it, have fucking night vision? Because I can see.
I need night vision as well.
I'm an elf, so I should see.
It's probably messed up. Right, 1 second. Delete that. Put that on.
Ah.
Oh no, I'm blind.
I'm on.
Right. Yeah, token's got
Oh, there we go.
upgrade. Right, can everybody see now?
You got a mouse?
No.
Yeah, I can see.
I can't see.
I can see.
Mine's all black.
What about now?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
There we go. So find your characters. That's where you start. Now, this carnival is quite busy. You've arrived about an hour or so after opening time. Lots of the locals are mingling around. From the distance that you are, you can see various weird and wonderful races, weird and wonderful things. There's lots of stalls selling bizarre items. If you ask about an item, they will request bizarre payment, such as dreams, memories, the ability to speak vowels. They're very weird people, and it's up to you how much you want to explore. So yeah, lots of the carnival things. You can see that there's a fire breather. There is someone who calls himself the Snake. She's a yuan tea, and she has a collection of snakes with her, where she's sort of dancing and they're sort of having a little show. There's a tap dancer who's actually a wererat, sort of half formed.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There is a woman that looks very pale skinned who's kind of doing acrobats around the place. She's doing flips and tumbles and all sorts. And there's a woman that's walking around, basically encouraging people into tents, encouraging people to give money to the various actors that are about, and informing that there'll be a big show in a couple of hours' time in the main tent.
The big show.
Rancid would like to go and observe the fire breather, if that's all right.
Yeah, fire breather is this one here. If you can see my mark.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What just scurried by me then? Awful.
Beautiful fire breathing.
Yep, she says she's currently juggling some flaming knives and other deadly objects. Once, like, obviously she's got a bit of a crowd going, she's claiming to everyone that her blood is flammable and that she's burnt the hair off 18 hecklers, as she's breathing this fire and doing the whole sword down the throat business and kind of stuff like that. And not that way either. Before you start.
Excuse me, I have a crude sense of humour. It's in my bio.
Rancid's going to try and get her attention by waving.
Yeah, she'll look at you and she'll say, "Yes, my child."
He's going to pull out a rollie out of his pocket and put it in his mouth and signal for a light.
She kind of does a bit of a smirk, and she does a bit of a flourish with her flaming daggers, and she juggles them about a bit, and then she'll blow against the daggers, and the flames will come just short of your face and light up your cigarette for you.
Beautiful. I'm going to sit on the floor cross-legged like a child would in assembly.
Not the age of smoking for human children. You think it's normal?
Yeah, I mean,
As
it would
to
be.
start when they're little children. Oh, I'm gonna watch the fire breather. Just stand there.
Yeah. So yeah, she's continue on with her dancing about and juggling various flaming objects. She encourages the people around her to hand her stuff that she could set on fire. As she's juggling them about, the crowd's loving it.
What have I got? She can set on fire. Not a lot. I've got a torch. It's not very good though, is it? A ration? She set fire to a ration for me.
Not very flammable, I suppose. Lara, you notice that this woman here, who's the one that's sort of letting people know what's going on, happening, what they call a barker. She's you can tell just from her stature that she's kind of the leader of the carnival, but you also notice she's carrying a big red sword. It kind of
Jesus.
glows a bit.
I go over and speak to her.
Yeah, she asks what she can help you with.
I was wondering about your sword.
Yes. What of it?
Where did you acquire this? This is going to be long, fucking hard to keep up for a while.
Kraber's voice was horrendous to keep up with. Where did you
I've
hear
not really-
Rancid's
I've-
voice?
I was trying to go Russian as well. It's gone more like,
Italian at the end.
Yeah.
it's like Borat crossed with Italian.
She says that it came into my hands after our sword swallower retired. He was half ogre, and he brought it with him. And when he retired, he gave it to me as a thank you for letting him travel with the carnival.
So this is Ogre Smith work.
I wouldn't know. I just keep it to behead anyone that steals from us.
It's impressive. In fact, I'm just going to go down the Italian route. Fuck, I can't be asked with like trying to do Russian.
Go full Super Mario.
Impressive.
Hey, Mario.
What do we think about the Leaning Tower of Pisa bunch?
Hey, you'll be okay.
Very nice. I'm assuming this is like a bar or something.
Kind of. It's like where the food and drink keep the carnival's attendees and the actual actors and stuff. They all sort of mingle around there to get food and drink.
I go and sit in the corner and have a drink. Whiskey.
You got payment.
Yes, how much? That's gone Borat again.
Sort of looks you up and down. Your happiest memory.
My happiest memory?
That is the payment.
Where is it?
The first time me and my love, we spent the night together.
Is that your happiest memory? Are you sure?
That is my happiest memory. Yeah, she is no longer here.
Just remember, you won't remember it anymore.
What?
It's a payment. I take it.
Throw the whiskey at her, whoever it is, and leave.
Bye. Come again soon.
I'm gonna go for a drink.
Lost that memory forever.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it here?
No, right over to the right. Where the little goblin is. There's a little goblin sat on the benches, just sort of hovering about.
Kicking my feet over the edge.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a Dobby.
Lovely.
Where are
Oh,
you
I can't
going?
find it.
Up. Up. No, that's left. Up. All the way right. No, that's
Them
left.
benches is
right.
like
Right. There.
Sit down.
You can sit down. There's an orc that's the bartender there. He's sort of seeing to everybody's needs. He sort of
Filthy orcs.
nods at you,
Yeah,
says,
no.
"What can I do for you,
Cider.
Cider?" He sort of looks you up and down, sort of walks around you a bit. Your proudest memory is the payment.
Proudest. When I beat 3 orcs to death.
He sort of chuckles a bit. He says, "Just remember, you won't remember."
Can I take the drink?
Yeah.
Can I down it real quick?
You. He calls over his associate, who's looks like a child, but you can tell just by looking at her she's not quite a child, and she just touches your forehead, and then
My head?
yeah, And as she pulls her finger away, you can just see a strand of white light. And then she just pops it in a bottle. And you no longer remember your proudest memory. And she takes the
Aw.
jar, puts it in a bag, and then off she goes.
It's good because I just made that up.
Well, so they've took a memory, they've took your proudest memory.
Fair enough.
You no longer remember it. Okay, can't trick someone that's delving into your mind.
Did that get done to me, or did I leave before it
No,
happened?
you left. You didn't take the drink.
How many more memories do I have to give to get smashed?
I'm sure we can have a rifle through that small head of yours. Sure, there's plenty of valuable memories in there.
Seems a bit steep for a fucking cider. Get it for a copper normally.
I'm sure you can. We don't deal in coppers and golds and silvers.
Look at him.
He's just staring at you.
Mm.
If you're not ordering another drink, please move along. We've got people waiting. Got a queue starting to form, look. Sort of gestures to the crowd that's sort of milling about.
Fair enough. It tastes like piss. It's not even real cider.
He just chuckles at you.
Is there any? Have you left any dregs in your glass?
No.
Nothing.
Drink it all.
I
Every
mean,
last
Rancid.
drop.
to be honest,
Rancid.
they are actually just giving you drinks. They think you're part of the carnival.
Beautiful.
So you're just getting as many drinks as you want here. They think you're part of the carnival.
Lovely. Make the most of that then.
Yeah. You're getting the good stuff.
Nice.
So yeah.
What are you doing, Budgie? Very quiet.
I was going to say, Saws, you're
I'm
flying
I'm not
about.
doing it.
You're
Yeah, I'm
witnessing.
basically. Yeah, you can't see me, Jack. I'm miles up in the air.
Yeah. But you can see from a bird's eye view the kind of these things happening down here. Obviously, you notice the figure that was in your vision, and
Yeah.
they are
Never
in.
noticed. I was
Excuse
following
me.
him and circling by doing this, but then I got bored.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't like this place. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Foul witchcraft. Right. My phone.
It's 'cause
Got robbed of my memory for a cider. Might as well go to the pub, get fucking smashed, and I'll rob me of that memory anyway. Can I grumble it all the way along?
You can go home if you want to go home.
what's this thing circling me? Excuse me, why are you?
Hello, my name is Rancid.
Jesus. Have you
What's
lost
your
your...
name?
It's Sonora. Have you lost your mum or something?
I don't have a mum. What's a mum?
Never mind. Nice to meet you, Rancid.
Nice
Do
to
you know-
meet you.
Do you know what this is? What this place is? I've never seen anything like it.
It's a magical party town that's just passing through.
Oh, is that so?
Do you have a light for me tab?
Yeah. Can I use the tinder box to light his tab?
Yeah.
There you go. Are you sure you should be smoking that?
Little cigarette.
God.
Do you want to be my friend?
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't have many friends.
We could be best friends.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay. Where
Rancid will
to?
hold his hand out to
Uh.
take your hand.
What does his hand look like? Is it all grubby?
It is grubby, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not filthy, but it's grubby.
It's a good thing I'm wearing gloves then. Okay, let's go, Rancid. Let's go have a look.
Yeah, Rancid will be intentionally swinging your arm like a 5-year-old child would.
What an arsehole.
Where are we going?
I don't know. You know more about places like this than I do. I've never been to a carnival.
No, he said it was a party town.
Even so, party town, whatever it is. Like I know of them, but I've never been to one.
Let's go down here.
Okay.
What's
Is there
this
any?
food?
See food.
On these tables, you can see various weird and wonderful things. There's like pieces of bone, various different weird looking plants. Even on some of them, there's like severed fingers and eyeballs in jars being pickled and weird things. Like one of them's got a lot of teeth on it.
Oh.
Pickled fingers.
Yep.
How much for the pickled fingers?
It sort of looks you up and down. I don't really think you have anything we want.
I've got friendship. I've got enough friendship for everyone.
The girl on the thing smiles and she offers a hand to you to shake it. Friendship it is then.
Thank you.
She sort of
I'll take
smiles
this.
and she sort of grins a bit too darkly. And then she offers you whatever it is that you were asking for.
Yeah, can I take the whole jar of fingers?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Why would you need them?
For a snack. For a snack. Do you want one?
No, thank you. I'm full.
Full of fingers.
Yep, full of fingers.
I think Rancid would have his party of goblins camped nearby. But Rancid's the only one that's actually got the balls to go and mingle with other people, so just an update there. That's where I'd be staying.
So what's Saul's doing, Budgie?
Just watching at the moment. But I was waiting for something to happen for me to, I don't know, do something. But
I don't know who you're watching, so
It's not too late to re-roll.
what? I did say I was going to watch Jack's character. Well, Jack's character was in my vision, but that's like I said before, I knew he was a fucking goblin. I'm sticking with it.
Set in stone now.
Yeah.
You're going to be the bestest of friends.
Is there any dwarves here?
yeah, there's plenty of dwarves.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to them.
Yeah, you can go talk to them. One of them's juggling massive swords that look a bit too big for him to be juggling.
Where are we
Oh,
going, Rancid?
Can I stand there and watch him?
You
Yeah.
have to take him to a tent to have his failure. I know.
Oh,
He's gonna give you a finger
better not.
out of his jar.
I'm going to say, I bet the pickle fingers are better than his normal fingers.
The cleaner.
It's the sterile.
What are in these tents?
They're just all the performers' beds and items and stuff. Their clothes and normal everyday stuff. It's where they sleep.
Francis going to go for another free drink.
Okay. The alt nods as you come back. I'm assuming you're following behind him, Honora.
Yeah,
He says,
just sit down.
"Who's your friend?"
This is Honora. She's my best friend, and she would like a drink.
Ah. On the house for the first one, just 'cause she's your best friend.
Thank you.
He gives you a drink.
Thank you.
He sort of pats you on the head, Rancid, a little bit, like a bit awkwardly.
Oh,
All right.
sits next to me.
Of course he does. You're his best friend.
What's in this tent up here?
In there is a oracle. She says she will give you your fortune for a memory.
Had this already. What kind of memory do you want? Oh, sorry, no. What kind of memory do you want?
What one are you willing to give?
Nothing that is important. I know you are going to take it like the others tried to.
We never take anything without consent.
Yes, but it took nearly taking one to realize that's what was going to happen.
I'm sure it was explained to you. We take a memory as payment.
I thought I was just sharing a tale.
Well, they wouldn't be very valuable if there was more than one of them.
Valuable to the seller.
Exactly.
And it must be valuable in some way to you lot if you're taking them as payment.
They are. They're valuable when we've taken them. We can't copy them.
So what do you wish to know?
As I said, depends what kind of memory you want to give. Usually, we take ones that elicit powerful emotions, such as happiness, love, sadness, anger, pride.
You may take the memory of when I became bodyguard for the princess.
She nods and she sort of puts her hand near your head and she sort of says, "May I?"
Yes.
So she'll put two fingers on your forehead and she sort of closes her eyes a bit as glowing lights appear all around your head. And then she'll just slowly extract the memory, pop it in a jar, turn around and lock it in a case behind her. And she gestures to the cushions on the floor. She says, "Please, take a seat."
Gonna sit down cross-legged.
She has what is a bit like a crystal ball, but it's not like see-through. It has like purple glowing, what looks like mist inside it. And as she's sort of moving her hands around it, it's a bit like or what do you call them? Do you know when them things where you touch the balls and the lightning goes to the fingers?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that. Like as she's going near it, the mist is sort of going towards her hands and stuff as she's sort of looking in it, and she sort of looks at you, and she looks back to the ball, and she looks at you again, and her face looks a bit somber, and she says, "Well, I wouldn't like to be you anytime soon."
I don't often like being me anyway.
She sort of sighs a little bit and she says, "I see a lot of struggles in your future. I see a sacrifice that must be made, and I see it might very well be a life taken. I cannot see who, I cannot see why, but there's something not very pleasant there." But
Oh, sorry, carry on.
but fortunes and things in the future can be changed depending on actions. But the path
Yes.
you're heading down now, that's where it leads.
I'll just nod. I'm gonna just flicker a gold piece and get up and leave quietly.
Okay? Are you joining us yet, Budgie?
I was thinking that. I was thinking I was getting bored. I was going to wait till something happens, like combat or something, but.
Who's
I
to
hear
say there's gonna?
dialogue.
Why is there gonna be combat? You're
I
all
don't know.
meeting each other. It's role play.
I want to
No,
hear
I mean, like, the
dialogue.
group might have joined together more now and been on the travels and then got attacked. But I'm going to come down and land on this barrel.
Barrel.
It's like a big keg, isn't it? A barrel.
Oh.
Yeah. Gonna eye the goblin up. Like, cocking my head and bobbing it, like, looking at him.
The orc sort of turns round and he sort of glares at you and he makes like a shoo-in motion. Get lost! Get off!
I just ignore him.
He gets a big stick. He tries to poke you with it. Get off!
Bro.
Get off! You got to pay for that!
Pay? What is pay?
Get off! He's starting to try and hit you with the stick now.
I'll
Swinging
fly off somewhere
it
else.
wildly.
What the fuck is that?
I'll
Fuck
take off.
off!
Again. Fly off.
The orc just sort of shakes his head and tuts and says, "I don't know, I've never seen one of them before. We see some weird and wonderful things, but that was just bizarre."
I fucking agree, mate. But it's fucking well weird. What was it?
I don't know,
Can I
but it
just-
was sat on my barrel.
It made me so angry. It came and sat on your barrel, and it was just messing around. What a knobhead!
I agree, little goblin. I agree. So rude. I mean, look! There's a scratch all on my barrel now.
It's freaking lucky I didn't even get. It's lucky I didn't get so angry I hit him.
I know, little goblin. You just calm down here. Have another drink. Calm down.
Thank you.
I just keep sipping mine.
Yeah. So yeah, Draken, you notice that there's this big bird flying
Yeah,
about,
I've just landed on the fucking
and he's
the big top now.
landed on the big tent. And you can see a lot of the actors and stuff and performers near you are kind of looking in confusion at this big bird sat on top of their tent. They're kind of a bit worried.
I can't see him on my map,
I can't see him either.
I'm on the big top now.
but I can't see
Not
you.
see. Alright.
Tell you what, I'll do that.
Can I say to the
There you
dwarf,
go.
There we go.
I assume he's one of your freaks.
The dwarf says, "No, he's not one of ours." He sort of turns around into his bag and he pulls out a crossbow and he aiming it at the bird. How much do you think we'll get for this one?
If you put it in a cage,
Yeah,
then you
but
could show it off.
we've got to get it down, mate. We've got to get it down. It's right at the top. I'll maybe fire a warning shot, maybe to scare it off a bit. Larry, go get some nets.
Can I take my bow out?
Wait.
Can I take my bow out and aim it at the dwarf that's aiming at the bird?
You can do that if you want, but everybody starts getting weapons
more
out and
than a
aiming them
bird.
at you. Yeah, but you look like a bird with man-sized proportions,
I have arms as well, though.
Yeah, but-
My wings are separate.
but you look like a bird to them.
Why don't you just say something?
I did talk a minute ago. I'm not used to like civilization for a
You
start.
did. It was
This
just
is
all
confusing to
it was all squawks and clucks.
me. I see these lot fucking aiming weapons at me.
Well, most of them,
laughing.
most of
I'm
them are aiming it at this elf that's decided to aim a weapon at one of their friends. They're all sort of circling her and surrounding her with various swords, sticks, and bows. One of them even has a gun.
Oh, we'll
Hold
have
on,
to have a good old fight now.
What's going on here?
She's trying to attack us.
I'm not attacking, I'm defending.
What are you defending?
They were aiming at the bird up. They were aiming at the bird up there, and this is clearly humanoid.
So what are you even doing up there? Bird man thing.
I'm just gonna say watching,
You.
and then I'm gonna fly off.
What? What?
The dwarf's gonna shout over at the elf. Look now, you made it fly off.
They could have had that in a cage.
We could have put it in a cage and we could have made loads of money from that.
Put my bow away. Well, slavery is bad, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm just gonna push past one of them and walk off.
Slavery was an animal.
As you walk
was a
past this
bird.
lady, she holds out a sword in front of you and stops you. And she says, "What was that about slavery?"
Well, the dwarves are wanting to take the humanoid bird and put it in a cage. This I will not allow. I've gone Russian again. I'm just making up an accent. Sod
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. She sort of looks at you and looks at the bird that's flying about. And
I'm gaining altitude. I might be out of fucking vision before too long.
she sort
I'm
of
going backwards.
says, "Do not accuse us of being slavers. Everybody here is here of their own will." But that
But
thing, and she aims the sword at the bird, that thing, from what I have witnessed, is destroying our carnival. I've already heard reports of a broken barrel, and I can quite clearly see the tears that it's left in that tent.
all fixable. Now may I pass?
You're free to leave.
We are all free.
I turn around to this dwarf and ask him where I could get a drink. What doesn't require me fucking emptying my brain.
He sort of has a good old chuckle at that, and he rifles through his bag, and he hands you a jug.
A jug.
Yeah, it's a jug. It's got a stopper in the top.
Oh yes. What's in this?
There's good shit that is.
I'm partial to a bit of cider.
No, it's not cider.
Oh,
We're ale drinkers, you see.
you've been too long on the surface.
Yeah, sorry.
Can I drink some of it?
Yeah, it's quite good ale.
I expect to be poisoned.
Why would we do that?
I'm not telling him that. I'm just like, expecting it.
You can expect it if you want.
Ah. So, how long are you staying here for?
I don't know. It's not me that decides. It's Isolde that decides. She leads us.
And you just juggle weapons.
Well, Larry does.
Good old Larry, eh?
Yeah. Has he found that net yet? He looks around. He can't see him anywhere.
Well, happy hunting. I hope you catch the filthy animal.
Pleasure meeting you, sir.
Can take his drink.
Yeah, he gave you it.
Just walk off of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not giving it back. I'm gonna walk over to that near that orc and stand there and drink it in front of him.
Yeah. So after a little bit of time mingling and all that, you all notice that some of the performers are kind of packing up. Isolde, the lady in the middle, well, only Draken knows who that is, but the main girl, the main woman in the middle, she's sort of barking out orders at her performers and they're kind of packing up a bit. It
Oh,
seems,
some kind of show.
I was
Catch
just about
out
to
at her
say,
back.
and she just sort of glares at you as she carries on barking orders about.
Oh God, what's that? There's a walk past that child. Human child. Oh, they're getting worse. They're getting uglier and uglier every day.
Right, I'll set this up before.
I'm gonna sit down on his bench at his bar and drink that alcohol.
Yeah,
Like taking
he's-
taking Mackie D's into fucking Burger King.
yeah, he's not really that bothered. He's more interested in packing up his barrels. And before any of you have any time to react, you suddenly see this large fog cloud suddenly descend over the carnival, and you can barely see anything in front of you.
Oh no.
Things start, obviously the furniture and stuff that are near you start disappearing, all the tents start disappearing, and all you see is fog and the few people that you maybe met on the way.
God.
Can
Where
I
are you,
notch,
Rancid? I can't find you.
can I notch an arrow?
One
Yeah.
more advice.
Just walk around with it.
Oh, there you are.
Let's hold hands again so we don't get separated in the confusion.
Yeah.
Can you all roll me a perception test?
Yours.
First
Section.
roll of the campaign. See what everybody gets.
Did mine roll?
It did.
Whoa.
So
7.
Honora and Saws, you both hear a voice, and it sounds as if it's calling you personally.
Who goes there?
It's
Who's that?
very faint, and it sounds like the most beautifulest voice you've ever heard.
Do you hear that, Rancid?
I hear something in the distance.
Weird. We should go check it out. Which way is the sound coming from?
I mean, it's pointless me telling you which way it's from because you can't see, but you can head towards the sound if you want.
Yeah.
Can I shout out? What the hell is this fuckery?
So yeah, you will all hear that. You're all quite close to each other, so you will all hear that shouting.
We'll go towards
Yeah,
Where
that.
the fuck am I?
I've come further down to investigate.
Hello?
What are you yelling about, dwarf?
Who's that?
What?
Are you from the Carnival?
Am
Something
I?
touched my
Fuck.
something touched my leg. What is this?
God.
Who are you? Have
I'm
you
a
got any
lawyer.
alcohol?
I certainly do not.
Grumble.
Alcohol's for pubs. Not for travelling.
Fucking, I need it in this weather.
Just a
Brad.
bit of fog.
Rancid, can you roll me a D100, please?
Ooh.
Rancid, roll me a D100.
Just calling you Rancid Budgie for the
Yeah.
sake of it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So you're all in this mist. You can
Yeah.
barely see 2 foot in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and land. I'll land up here somewhere.
Saws, you can hear these people conversing, but you don't really hear much else. You don't see anybody else or come across anybody else.
Gonna hop a bit closer. Bob in my head.
It's a bird hopping around.
Then I try and use my wings to beat away some of the mist. Will that work?
You can try, but it doesn't really do anything.
Like when he beats his wings and it flaps out and comes back straight back in, kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's that shadow over there.
You probably heard my wing beats there. Caw!
Oh, it's you. You're that bird who destroyed the barrel.
Didn't destroy.
Oh, you can. Oh, right. What's your name then?
Saws fiercely. Caw!
Saw facely.
Saws
Saw.
fiercely.
Saw facely.
Call me Saws.
Rubbing saws.
Oh,
Oh,
saws
I've
as
got
in
a bit of a
flies.
saw. Oh, my back.
Bed saws, dwarf.
Bed saws.
Yeah.
That's
Is that what's on your-
bed. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Go look at that. That child.
That's Rancid.
I know it's rancid, but what's it? What is it?
No, that's his name. It's Rancid.
Ah.
Lara, can you roll me a D100, please?
Bit weird. There's this elf being standing here all this time.
Thank you.
I'm just with the group. Strength in numbers.
Oh, you can never trust an elf. I'll stand there and grumble about it.
Yeah, you can, and you can also make me a wisdom save, please, Draken.
Oh, God.
I have to say, this is the first time I have ever met dwarf, and I am not impressed.
Oh, you'll be impressed with me in a minute. When I find this safe. Like that.
22, thank you.
I have to say, I've never seen a civilized goblin before.
A goblin? Where? I get my Warhammer out.
Oh, that's what he is.
Put your hammer down, stupid.
It's a fucking child. It's one of them ugly human ones.
Well, I'm human. I was never that ugly,
Well,
I think.
it's fell from the ugly tree and it's every branch coming down, that one has. Ah.
You
And-
must have taken. You must have taken a club then.
Oh, elf.
Honora, can you roll me a D100, please?
Certainly.
Thank you.
80.
Lara, can you roll me a charisma save? 18. You may continue. So you're stuck in this mist. It's literally mist. You can't see anything else.
Suppose, can I light a torch?
You can light a torch, but it doesn't do much to help to light the way. It's not dark, it's fog.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
My thing went off for a while. I don't know why. There's been another D100. Did I need?
You're cutting out, Jack. What did you say?
I just lost connection for a while. Did I have to roll?
No, you didn't have to roll anything.
Okay.
Draken, roll me a D100.
Fuck's sake. How do I do that? Ah,
Yep, like that. Saws, can you roll me a wisdom save? All of you passing.
You just asked a druid to roll a wisdom save.
Well,
And
it's not me that's choosing.
oh, right, okay.
I don't know about you lot, but I think we should get out of this mist.
I think we have to pick a direction and just go with.
When I was in the when I was in the sky, could I see like where it ended before I dived into it?
No, because you were consumed by it too.
Oh, right. It was quite high up then.
Yep. It's like it follows you, kind of.
What? I've lost. Where the fuck am I? Oh, there I am. I lost my fucking token there because I'm.
Yep, that's the point.
that's me.
Seeing as you're there, Saws, can you roll me a D100? $39. Draken, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
25. For
Jesus.
fuck's sake! Right, I'm going to turn these round.
You're very wise, Draken.
I am indeed, love. I am indeed.
Could you perhaps use your wisdom to get us out of here?
Wise little man. I've lost my fucking token again. Where is it?
Yeah. Oh, you're moving again.
Is the mist actually moving, or is it me?
Yes,
On the
moving.
screen, it is, yeah.
I think you've got.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why it was. It was just like
It's probably just your.
a thick.
It's probably just your tab smoke budgie in front of your face.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk forward.
Lara, can you
Same.
roll me a wisdom save, please?
Looks a bit clearer over here.
Nice. Not
Sadness
20.
Chan, what are you trying to prove?
Yeah, but I switched them round. So, Lara, you look at the nearest thing or person to you, and you are utterly obsessed with them.
Oh,
Oh no.
Who is it? Who
It's
is he closest to?
the goblin.
hey, look at the little
Oh,
Dobby. I love this little Dobby. Come here.
Granted, he'll approach.
Hello. Hello, little creature.
Hello.
You are my favorite.
What's
I
this
like
way?
it if you hold me like a baby.
Jump up.
I'll jump up.
I start. Can I start like tickling his belly?
Oh,
Tickle, tickle.
Beautiful. Loves it.
Draken, roll me a charisma save.
Me, charisma.
Charisma. 19. Anora, Draken just suddenly starts looking like the most beautifulest dwarf you've ever seen in your entire life.
oh my god!
Not that
What
a
did his
dwarf.
beard? Did his beard just fall off?
Yes, it does.
No, it glows. The ends of it glows
Oh.
Yeah.
like fire. I've
It's
got
like
fiery eyes
it's got iced. What you call it?
and
You know,
lovely,
yeah.
lovely black, jet black skin I've got.
But yeah, the next time you look at him, it seems like he looks a lot more handsome than the first time you saw him.
That's weird. Pardon me, but weren't you a lot more rugged before?
You love the old rugged look, love.
We've got to find a way out this mist. Something's not
Well.
right.
No way out. Car.
Ugh.
Ugh. Get your hands off me, bird. Your wings, whatever they are. Talons.
Hands.
Oh,
I
you've
have
got
talons
hands.
and hands. And wings, all separate.
Yeah.
So at the moment, you're kind of just stood in this mist, talking and getting weird things happening to you.
I'm in the centre, I'm over here. I'm moving about, I'm going
That's what
down.
you tickled.
So what's your plan for getting out this mist?
Well, I heard a voice earlier.
Yeah, I heard a voice.
Can we try listening for it again? Maybe.
Yeah, you can all make a perception check.
Oh, I didn't hear no voice.
Oh, well, I presume not anyway.
Perception.
I do insight to where I remember it from before, where it was.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So, Anora, you hear the voice again, and it's coming from behind you, from where you think you came from.
Oh. It's not the bird, is it? No, it can't be.
They're known to mimic human voices and these birds.
Not a parrot.
Just
Such
a fucking just a macaw.
magnificent little goblin.
Oh, so you found a new best friend, Rancid.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
That's good.
I'm just gonna my eyes closed.
Oh,
Am I still obsessed with him?
At the moment, you are, yeah. You're still in the mist.
behind, so it might be up here. This way, bird, man, thing.
So, as you get closer to where you think this voice came from, can you make another perception?
Yes.
All of us again. Oh, well, I'm following.
Oh, it's just Anora.
Come on, goblin, I will carry you.
This voice, it tells you to come closer, and it's coming from behind you,
Again. Which way? Which way is that? Up or down?
down.
Aye. There's a dwarf there.
Just
you
walked
again.
up here, following you, and now we're going back.
Well, I keep hearing this voice. It's calling out to me.
I don't hear no voice.
I will walk anywhere carrying this
Oh.
goblin. Amazing.
Has to be
He's a
around here
child.
somewhere.
Whatever you say, it is magnificent.
So behind me, maybe it's in the centre. It's all around.
Come on, little goblin, let's go and find the rest. There's a dwarf.
Do you want to make a charisma save, Lara, just to see if you're still obsessed? I'll give you that. You suddenly are no longer obsessed with this goblin.
Why the bloody hell are you on my back? Get off.
I'll just jump off and screw you away. It's good while it lasted.
Why does it smell like vinegar?
Oh,
Why is there a pickled finger in my pocket? Dirty.
So as you sort of start getting closer to this voice, Honora, can you
Yeah.
make me a wisdom save?
8.
This voice suddenly screams in your ear as you take 2 points of psychic damage.
Oh no. Is that like hit points?
Yes.
Awful. Ow!
And then you no longer hear the voice.
Do we hear that?
You hear the scream, but it wasn't in your ears.
Alright.
Oh.
What is wrong?
Something screamed in my ears. This way, I think.
I'm gonna grumble about getting fucking tired. Too much walking about.
I
Come
thought
on, dwarf. Do not be lazy now.
thought dwarves were natural sprinters.
Yeah, well, I can't be bothered.
He's wasted on cross country.
This is definitely cross country.
Feels like it. We've been walking circles.
It does
Oh,
feel like you've
I'm
been
lost.
walking in circles.
I'm lost again. Oh, there I am.
So you will wander aimlessly through this mist for what seems like many hours.
Oh.
And
Make me jump, beaky bastard.
Beaky bastard. A bit racist.
Hey, Potter, right behind me. Hold on,
And-
we have lost someone. How is it?
Yeah.
and almost as quickly as it descended on you, the fog suddenly clears, and you are definitely not where you started.
Oh.
What the fuck?
The streets
Oh,
are mostly empty. It is the dead of night. There isn't even really anybody milling about in the streets. But you hear some giggling coming from a nearby alleyway. I put you on the map just so you could
Yeah.
see something, because it's mostly going to be theatre of the mind, this bit. So in a nearby alleyway, you can hear a couple giggling. And that is literally all you hear. You can't see anybody else. You don't hear any mink people walking about. You don't hear anything other than this
Can
giggling.
I take off?
You can?
Fly up, yeah.
Leave
Can I
us.
climb on the nearest roof
I'm gonna
that
get
overlooks the alleyway?
gain some altitude.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
What
make
is-
a check?
You
What is
can
happening?
make a acrobatics check to try and get up. You fall on your ass.
Oh, for God's sake, it's so tricky.
Where's the alleyway? Is it in front of us?
In this, oh, it'd be this one here. If you're doing it from the map.
Let's fly over that way.
Going down the alleyway.
Yeah. So what you see when you look down there is a very handsome-looking man that looks like a human, and a human girl who looks probably about average. And they seem to be sort of hugging and kissing and sort of getting a bit randy.
Excuse me.
As
I'll
you
walk down.
you can walk down, the man sort of looks at you, furrows his brow, he's a bit angry. He turns and he lifts the chin of the girl that is got his arms like in his arms, and he kisses her on the lips, and she falls to the floor, and he just takes off sprinting.
Alright. All I wanted to know is where the pub is.
He's gone. He's took off sprinted, and there's this woman on the floor, her eyes wide open.
Can I go over to her?
Yep,
Can I check
I
her
follow the
pulse?
guy.
you can follow the guy here. He's sort of in and out of houses, sprinting.
Oh, he's gone into a house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going in and out. He's throughout the
Oh.
town. You'd have to do investigation to see if you can follow him.
No, I'll probably lose him if I'm in the sky, wouldn't I? Unless he'd stayed outside.
But yeah,
I'll
are you
circle.
checking?
I'll
Are you checking the
Checking her
girl?
pulse.
She's dead.
She's
circle
dead.
back and land on the roof here.
Oh dear.
Can I-
Anyway,
Can I make an assumption, like, from my my backstory on this?
You can make
Not an
any
not an
assumptions you
assumption,
like.
but like yeah, like I have seen this kind of thing before.
is it an elven custom? Us dwarves don't get.
I'm just going to ignore that.
Something like
comment.
kiss chase.
Kiss chase where the chaser cannot chase because she is dead.
Well, I know that. She's down there, dead there.
Non-dwarf.
Horrible. Well, did anyone see where the man went?
I followed him for a bit. But he
You,
disappeared.
Saws Facely, did you see him?
Fiercely. Just call me Saws. I followed him but lost him.
Oh,
Your name's actually Fearlessly.
Yeah, that's what I said, fiercely.
Yeah, you said fiercely.
No, fearlessly.
yeah, yes.
Somebody called me
Hey.
facelessly.
Facelessly.
Faceless.
Fearlessly. Just call
Suarez
me
face.
Saws, for fuck's sake.
Suarez
Saw.
face.
Fearless. Fearlessly.
Fearlessly, I like that.
Suarez falls over.
Right,
don't know.
so.
You
Oh,
hear
humanoid game is just ridiculous just to me.
a scream coming from behind you, and she shouts out, "Murder! There's been a murder! Quick!"
I'm going to draw my weapon and run towards the screaming.
She's looking at you lot.
Oh,
You're all surrounded this woman laid dead on the floor, and you've not done anything about it, and this woman has come across you.
Out
And
on the roof,
she's
I'm just gonna hop
calling-
back a bit.
She's calling the guards.
I'll
oh,
hop back a bit. Hop over it.
hooey.
Can I climb? Can I try and climb on the roof again?
You can try and climb on the roof again.
No.
Can someone help me?
Come on then, little child, I'll give you a boost.
So you get advantage
Second
because you're
roll.
getting, yeah. Yeah, you can get on the
What
roof
do
with
you
that
call
roll.
little one?
Thank you, dwarf.
I don't know how much help he would have been, to be honest. He's only a dwarf.
Chucks him.
Just throws him
Absolutely
up.
strong.
Stay quiet up there, Goblin.
Child. Human child.
Let us.
I'd know a goblin if I saw one.
So yeah, about
Saul's Facely, where did he go? Point.
Oh, that way. That
If
point
we-
down. Well, the way he ran, obviously ran off, you saw him.
yeah.
I'd see him. I was around the corner. That's what I'm asking.
Alright.
I'm gonna go see where that man went.
You would
I
have to
can.
do a survival check to see if you can follow any tracks that he's left.
I'm gonna hop on the roof.
7.
No, you can't
No
see.
idea.
You have no idea which way he went.
Oh,
Right, this woman thinks that we did this, dwarf.
Well, it's it's some kind of game, isn't it?
It is not game.
Oh, where are you gonna go then?
We are not guilty. We don't need to run.
Exactly. First thing you said was a good idea, Elf.
goodness sake!
Stand there and
You
wait for the
can
guards.
Yeah.
Why is Rancid on the roof?
Because if these, as I assume, are going to take us away, because they think we did this.
Oh, don't worry, I'll handle it.
So yeah,
Can we wait
Yeah.
for the guards?
you can
then?
wait for the guards as they show up, and they see what's going on. They draw their swords and they're pointing at you, and they say, "Murderers! Arrest them!" And they move in to arrest you.
I make a
Did you-
hard check.
Did
You
you
can.
see murder?
Did you
Or do
see?
you- Did you see murder, or do you just see dead body?
I see a dead woman around, and you lot hovering around it. You killed her.
Right.
Why
stop
would we
right
stand
there.
there like
Where is
Foreigners!
rats?
Foreigners coming into our lands and murdering our people. Arrest them, guards. The guards are going to move in to try and arrest you.
So you
Are
not
you-
only have no proof, you're also racist. Fools.
What the?
Are you going to let them, or are you going to resist?
I'm going to try and convince them otherwise.
You can try and convince them
Let's do it.
otherwise.
Okay. Persuasion. I'm going to say. Oh, what's my god again? Shit.
Oh, what's my god again? Shit.
Yeah. No. Where is it on the
Rancid, you think you are
character
well hidden?
sheet? He thinks he's well hidden.
Have they spotted me? Can they see me?
Well, have you made a hide check, or are you just sitting on
No.
the rooftop?
I'm sitting on the rooftop. I haven't mentioned this before, but that isn't the coloration I am, though. You did say it was dark, didn't you?
It is dark, yeah.
Quite dark.
My plumage is black. I have, like, red, like, tips on my wings that run down the back of my wings, like the flight feathers. My tail's red, and I have a red cap. Other than that, I'm black. So I'm not particularly trying to hide, but
They're not
I've already just looked.
specifically looking at the rooftops at the moment. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
probably wouldn't have spotted you at the moment.
Right, I'm going to show them my holy symbol of Bahamut.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I'm a paladin of the Order of Bahamut. We're tracking down the murderer.
Right. Roll me that
Can
persuasion.
Can I add? If we did murder her, we wouldn't stand here like twat.
Yeah. That too, what the dwarf says.
They sort of look at you and they look at the dwarf, and then they sort of roll their eyes at the comment about you being a paladin, and say, "You'll find no help from the gods here."
Supposed to mean.
They chuckle a bit. New to town. Come on, murderers.
Where?
Gotta take you to jail.
Another thing, where exactly are we?
What do you mean?
Well, there was loads of mist, and then we just appeared here.
He just bursts out laughing at you. Come on, murderers. Let's take you to jail. Come on. I don't really feel like fighting. I was on
can't be
call.
fighting either.
Come
It's
on
okay.
then. Come
We don't
willingly.
really feel like killing.
Well, there's a dead body there. Nobody else is about. This woman says she saw you do it, so
Well, woman is
Open and
liar.
shut case, innit, lads? I'll
yeah,
walk with them.
yeah. Good lad, dwarf.
So-
Good lad.
You got any cider?
I'm
Or
sure
a
we
bit
can.
parched?
Sure, we can give you a cider before your execution tomorrow.
It's all open and shut, isn't it?
I'm,
Foolish.
I'm not an investigator. I just follow orders.
Have they walked off now then?
No, they're waiting for you all. Well, they're waiting for them to follow. They've asked them to come without resisting.
Tut and go with them then. Let's go.
But hey, woman,
Hey,
you're God.
yes. What about him?
Very fancy.
Bah, how much? Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go with the pig guards.
Pig guards.
They sort of side glance at the elf and they look down at the dwarf. Very rude, isn't she?
Yes.
It's customs. He said something about kiss chase. I don't
Oh,
fucking understand weird elves either.
You
Is-
said something about kiss chase, idiot dwarf.
he's going to turn back round to the elf and stop. You're the Black Widow.
What?
You're the one that's been killing all the girls.
Is this another accusation based on no proof?
It wouldn't surprise me with these elves.
You got a good eye there, dwarf. I'll make sure to get the investigators to check this out fully. We'll need a statement, dwarf. We'll need a statement.
Obviously, lads. Obviously, as long as you get me the cider.
Hold on. Can I point out the fallacy in his comment? This Black Widow's been a problem for a while, has it?
Yes,
And we've only just got here.
I don't know that.
Well, you
That's-
should know that.
That's only
never
what
seen us
this is what
before.
you've just said. Well, I haven't seen half the people in this town. Doesn't mean they have only just got here.
No.
That's true. That's true. Logical. Very logical, guard. I like how you work.
Surely you would notice outsider.
There's lots of weird and wonderful people here.
So, guard, where are we? What is this place?
You are in Martyria Bay.
Oh, not much fan of the sea. I'm not.
Yeah, well, it's a trade port. I just follow orders.
Don't we all?
So, yes, Saws, Rancid. These three have just followed these guards. There are a few guards left, sort of taking note of the body, seeing if they can find any tracks, see if they can find
Yes.
anything to corroborate their story or anything like that.
Can I see the goblin? He's hiding, isn't he?
He's hiding.
need to roll.
You'd have to roll a perception to see if you can pass his stealth. You think that he went that way, but you can't actually see him because you got quite high on that perception. You kind of saw him go in that area, but you don't know exactly where he is. So that's kind of what's happening now. Is that there's these guards kind of dealing with this girl. You can hear them sort of mumbling things. Oh, Jerry, you'll be really
I'm gonna
sad.
hop,
This is his
hop over the side of the roof and then sort of
youngest
take off that
daughter.
way.
Yeah, this is his youngest daughter. Last one left.
I'm gonna take off and then circle around and see if I can spot these and follow them.
Yeah, at the moment they would be up here somewhere. So
Yeah.
I will move them three up there. You can move up there as well. So Rancid, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait for him to take the body away. Then I'm gonna hop down and see if I can track the person myself.
Okay. So yeah, it takes them a good half an hour to sort of finish up, and you hear talks of them bringing the investigator in tomorrow when it's light.
Okay. Can I hop down?
Yeah.
Do you want me to make a check for that?
No, you can manage to get down.
Okay. I'll do a check, see if I can see where this person went.
Yeah, do you want to do survival?
Yeah.
Nope, don't have a clue. You go off in the opposite direction. You come round a full circle back to where you were.
Oh no. Right. I'm gonna look for the nearest tavern.
Okay, you wander around a bit, and eventually you find the tavern. It's the one at the top left-hand corner of the map.
Left. Oh yeah. Okay. I see.
Jumps all over all the rooftops just as you glide along. So
The
yeah,
free runner.
you free. You get taken to the jail, which is this building here at the top. I'll move you all up. I've taken more of you. I only want 3 of you. There you go. So yeah, you get taken to that building there. And the guard gets you your cider, Draken.
Good lad. Good
And-
lad.
And he gives you the best cell, the one that actually has a bed in it.
Oh,
And he
good lad. Good
he-
lad.
he gives the elf the one that doesn't have a bed in it.
That's
And-
fine. I'm just gonna kneel down and start meditating.
And Honora has the sort of okayish cell.
I'm going to land on the roof opposite.
Can I go, when I go in, can I say, oh, did you get the other 2? There's 2 of us with us.
They sort of stop and they sort of look at you. There was 2 of us with you.
2 of us, yeah. There was some kind of flying turkey man and a human child. I helped him scamper up the wall, but then I didn't see him after that. Can I give you my hammer? Be careful with it, I made it myself.
They sort of puts it on the table opposite you. You can keep your own eye on it then.
Oh, good, good.
So yeah, they've took all your sort of weapons off you, and they sort of put them in just opposite your cells. They kind of, yeah, they kind of just, they don't think you're gonna be around for very much longer, one way or the other. So they're not really that bothered. And you see the guard sort of whispering at the door, and the guy that you were talking to, Draken, sends off one of the guards, and he leaves.
So, this investigator, young lad,
Yes.
when will he be here?
Well, I'd assume in after he's had his morning eggs and coffee.
Why do we get some eggs? Be a bit peckish.
You might.
Can I go have a good laugh?
Is this building I'm on? Is it the tallest one around?
It's not the tallest one. The one just behind it. Yeah,
This
that one there. Yeah.
I'm gonna move. Can I see the prison from the roof of that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm gonna perch up there then instead.
Okay. But yeah, the guard says that he'll be probably around sometime midday, and if he can't corroborate your stories, then I'm afraid it'll be chopping
What's
block in
his?
the evening.
Oh, it's a bit unfortunate. What's his investigator's name?
Well, there's more than one of them, but the
Ah,
one we use the most is Rudolph.
Rudolph. Ah, look forward to meeting him.
Yeah. Right, just give me 5 minutes. I need a quick fire.
I'm go make a cup of tea. Cup of tea.
Break time.
Right, I'm back. Is anybody else back?
Yeah.
I never even left.
Everybody here?
James is getting a tea.
Actually, I might have to go. I'm just going to go fill my lighter up if we're out of gas.
All right.
I'm back.
Okay. Jack, are you back? No.
I'm back.
I'm back. I think it's just waiting for Jack now, I think. I think Jack will probably want to do something in the pub.
Yeah, I'll go let the dog out while he's still startling.
Yeah.
It's just a one-story building in that prison.
Yeah. That's one of you back.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just carry on, or do you want to wait a bit longer?
Hey, we're waiting on
Jack?
Jack and Budge.
I'm here.
It's up to you guys.
We can go with what the bird's doing, maybe.
Yeah?
I'm watching the fucking prison.
So yeah, all you see, Saws, is that some guards, they all go in, and there's one of them that comes out after about 10 minutes or so, and he just goes around passing orders to other guards.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep an eye on where. Well, unless these come out, I'm just going to sit here.
Okay? But yeah, they don't come out. Not
I'm
in the
keeping a
night,
low
anyway.
profile. Or is it still night? When it starts to get light, I'll keep a low profile on the roof if I can.
Yeah?
Obviously, I'm bigger than a normal bird.
No one really
Is that Jack's?
looks up on the
That's
roof.
Jack's. I was going to say that's Jack's token moving there, isn't it? Is he back?
It is, yeah.
I'm back now.
Hey, back. Right. What are you doing then? So you've headed to this pub.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the pub.
As you walk in, a couple of the patrons that are still sort of milling about, this is like the middle of the night, they sort of spare you a glance. They sort of furrow their brows a bit, but they just shake their head and just carry on.
Shaking their heads at me. Disgusting. I'm gonna go and sit next to the ones who shook their heads at me then.
Okay?
And I'll order a drink.
And the barman says, have you got any money?
Well, I've got any money. I wouldn't order a drink if I didn't have any money.
Sort of rolls his eyes a bit. He says, what drink would you like?
I'll have a drink of your cheapest ale.
2 copper.
Okay, he hands him 2 copper.
Sort of looks at your money and furrows his brow, looks back at you with an eyebrow raised, and then just sort of sighs, rolls his eyes, shakes his head, and hands you your drink.
There's so many things that he's doing towards me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try my best now to keep a low profile and listen in on people's conversations.
Okay. As there's not really very many people in there. As I said, it's the dead of night. There's not the conversations you do hear. However, is you hear that you are in Martira Bay, and that the place is plagued by various crime, like such as murders, assaults, thefts. And what you gather is that it's something to do with a group called the Kargat. And that's what they're just pinning everything on this group.
What's the group called again?
Kargat, Kargat. But you do notice when someone does mention that the person that they're speaking to shushes them quite quickly and says she might hear you. She's got eyes and ears everywhere, and they sort of glance around the room a bit scared.
Was that? Right, I don't really know what to do here. What time is it?
You're sort of pushing nearing morning, but it's still night time, so it'd be like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Okay. I'm guessing that this bar's just open 24/7 then, is it?
It is, yeah. It's like a tavern / bar.
I'm going to take my drink over to the fireplace and I'm going to nurse it until morning.
Okay.
And I'm going to well, I'm guessing these guys are going to be executed in like the town square or something, so I'm just going to be up at the crack of dawn listening out for any events that get announced.
Okay. Saws, whilst you are perched on there, you sit there for what seems like many hours, but you notice that it hasn't really got that much lighter. Just to let you know. Same with you, Rancid, if you sort of look out the windows and stuff, whilst you think it should probably be what you would think of as dawn, it's got a little bit lighter, but not really, like, it still looks like nighttime.
Will I know what time it is?
If you asked someone, you would.
Is there no way I would know? Making a survival check or something?
You could make a nature check, but you would have disadvantage because of the way that the weather is.
I'll do it anyway to see
Yeah.
what he gets.
No, you don't have any clue. You think it should be daytime and it still looks like nighttime, and you're utterly confused.
Can I
Oh,
test the
that's smart.
bars?
Can you what?
Test the bars.
Yeah, they're quite solid.
That's all. Sorry.
Can I ask
Get
someone, why is it not getting light?
Who are you asking? The bartender?
Yeah.
He just sort of shrugged and said, "It's always been that way."
Mm.
He sort of points to a clock, a big grandfather clock that's sort of behind the bar, sort of shielded from like the rest of the bar, and he sort of encourages you to sort of lean over to have a look at it. He says, "That's how I tell the time."
What time does it say?
It says 6 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, I'm going to go for a walk around town.
Is it cloud cover? That's why. Can I look up in the sky?
Can look up
Is
in
it
the
cloudy?
sky. It's not particularly cloudy.
Just dark.
It's just dark. So you guys in the prison, you spend the night, either comfortable or not, and like the guards change duty for what you think is be morning time, and they bring you something to eat. Honora and Lara, you just get a bit of toast, but Draken, you get some eggs for your toast.
Can I pop one in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
lovely eggs.
And after you've sort of eaten and stuff, it gets to another hour or so. Sorge, you'll see this. A man walks in. He looks quite well-to-do. He's wearing a suit. He's got a top hat on, spectacles.
I don't know what a suit or a top hat is.
No, but that's what I'm just describing. What you see.
Alright.
And he's got spectacles and a big bushy beard, and he's quite tall for a human, but not particularly like sort of unnaturally tall. And he sort of looks at you guys. He sort of sighs and rolls his eyes, and he turns to the guards and he says, "You really think it was them?" And the guards just sort of shrug. "There was a witness." And and then the guy just rolls his eyes and turns to you three, and he says, "The name's Randolph. I believe you've been accused of murder."
It's correct, old Randy.
Well, finally, we have somebody who doesn't just come out and accuse it.
He sort of looks to the guards. They did have a witness.
They had a witness who saw us standing next to a dead body, nothing else.
So you're talking yourself staying in there?
I'm innocent, so whatever I say, it doesn't matter.
It's a bit depressive, that one.
Yeah.
Sort of looks to you two and says, "Yeah,
I
Oh,
definitely
she's-
didn't do it.
she's got a way of digging her own grave, hasn't she?"
I just don't like being accused of something I did not do,
"Well, why were you stood next to a dead body?"
because we just happened to get there when the killer was running away.
"Why didn't you stop the killer?" You seem
He was
like
fast.
very
He wouldn't.
capable people.
Obviously, he was more capable.
You think I'd run?
And this, yeah,
You said
Oh,
you
fine.
had a bird thing, turkey thing with you. Can't they fly?
Yes. I assume
I'm
so.
fine.
Okay. He sort of gestures to the guards and they unlock the cells.
Have you seen the human child anywhere? I'm a bit worried it's got lost.
There's not many children here.
Can I file a missing persons report for it then?
He says, "Yes. Missing children, that's a new one, definitely. Come with me." He'll,
It's rancid.
that's not very nice to say a thing to say about a child.
His name's Rancid.
It's not a very
is
nice
also-
name to give a child.
And it also is rancid.
Is it your child?
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. It's definitely human though.
You sort of,
These people think it's a goblin, but I don't know.
a
I think
goblin.
it's a human. No, it's definitely a human child. Just a bit ugly.
A human
It's-
child
Yes.
Yes.
called Rancid.
And it may be
Yes.
suffering from kidney failure. That's why its skin's a bit funny.
Oh, best find it soon then, eh?
Yes, he needs his medicine.
Right. I'll pass that on to the guards.
Did you get a follow up on the cause of death?
This is the problem. We don't really understand what's happening. We've dubbed the killer the Black Widow. Something about, I mean, he's been seen with
He?
women
Yes.
and then being seen flirting with the women and then taking them off somewhere and then they end up dead.
Oh dear. Oh well.
Well, I guess it is oh well for you. Wherever you're from, where have you come from? Why are you here?
We don't know.
Lost in the mist.
Yep.
He sort of chuckles a bit. Oh, another one of them, eh?
Another one.
Well, we get mist travellers many times. Lots of people traverse the mists. They travel between domains. But I wouldn't go in these mists. Not these ones. Not on a night time anyway.
So, tell me about this town.
This town. This town is Martyria Bay. It's a centre of trade. It's part of the domain of Darken.
Arkin.
Yeah, there's only really one safe way in and out, and that's by ship. The mists aren't as forgiving as the other domains. But we kind of have lots of trouble here. We have lots of crime, lots of murders, kind of a few different kinds of murders in a short space of time. It's very
Pressing.
depressing.
Well, that elf will fit right in then, won't it? With its
Ah,
kiss chases.
yeah, I suppose.
Have you got any cider kicking about? Or is there a pub?
There's a pub, yeah, it's just down the road.
Right.
And I as you leave, he just sort of catches you just before you leave. He says, "Watch out for the Kargat. They're the well, they like to call themselves the secret police. Just avoid sort of standing out and drawing attention to yourselves.
Secret police for who?
Well, criminal activities.
Do you think they have any connection to the murders?
I doubt it. They want to take over. I mean, they've got control of this port. They were looking to go further across the mists to Ilaluk, and they wanted to take that over too. Because you see, this we're quite different to the other domains. In here, we don't have a Dark Lord to control the domain. You see, and our mist tends to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and consumes the lands. We were once great, spanning many, many miles, and there's not much of it left.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So if you're planning to stay, got bad news for you, I'm afraid. Not going to happen, is it?
What's going to happen to all these people?
Well, they'll get trapped in the mist.
Oh dear. Anyway. To the pub.
To the pub. You go to the... So, yeah. So, Saws, you see these three leaving the prison. And Rancid, if that's where you are, you see them leaving the prison too.
Hello.
Want to glide down onto
Hello,
this roof.
Rancid.
Where have you been? I've been absolutely worried sick.
Been to prison, Rancid.
Oh.
Ah, this is a natural place. We should leave.
Just randomly says car.
Right. Gonna go back in.
Doesn't actually car, just says car. You're going back in? Prison.
Go back in.
Shuts
Are
the
you,
gate behind
are you going back into the prison,
Yeah.
Randolph?
No, back into where Randolph is.
Randolph sort of looks at you and says, I thought you were going.
Scratch the missing persons report. We found the little bastard.
He sort of looks at the piece of paper in front of him and just sort of, and just tears it up.
By the way, your bars are a bit shoddy workmanship. Gonna turn around and go out then.
He just sort of shrugs.
I'm gonna go back to the others then.
Okay. So where are you gonna go now? Where do you want to go? The shop's beginning to open.
I think we should go back to the crime scene.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
We need to find out who did this.
What the fuck for?
Justice.
Ah,
Do you not have a sense of justice, dwarf?
I do. But isn't it Randy's job to find out?
Randy.
Rudolph.
Oh yeah. Well, it seems like they haven't been able to come up with anything. So
Magnificent beard, that one. Magnificent beard.
just walk with Rancid then. Jeez, he goes fast.
Where am I? Am I there? Right, I'm gonna fling myself here.
I'm on all
Yeah.
fours.
I've seen this kind of corpse before, so I am interested to find out as well.
So yeah, you
Are
can
the
go back.
guards still? Are the guards still here?
No, they've cleared away the body. You can see that there's been somebody sort of looking around and stuff, but there's nobody there now.
See if there's any clues we've missed.
Anybody who hasn't made an investigation check on this area may make an investigation check.
1.
Nope, you've got to find nothing.
Not a fucking clue, princess. Not a fucking clue.
14, do it.
And just is everybody rolled?
Must be something.
Are you rolling, Lara?
Yeah, sorry, I just snipped the toilet.
So Rancid, you notice there's footprints that sort of lead off further into the alleyway. The way that you saw the guy run.
I'll follow him.
Can I activate Divine Sense?
Okay.
It should. Let me have a look.
Bring up all the evil people.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odour, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an
Can I
action,
ring?
you
Can
can
I
open
ring?
your awareness to detect forces.
Do I ring in heavenly good aura?
I don't know. Does he, DM?
I'd have to check.
Should be like little church bells.
I do worship a good god.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
Lara, what then? Is it just to do with gods, or?
Good
No,
at
Your
that.
alignment.
It's
your
alignment.
alignment. So yeah, Lara doesn't trigger as evil either.
Hmm.
She is atheist, though.
I worship some sort of nature god, I'm guessing.
Rancid doesn't really ping one way or the other. And Budgie will have to tell you whether he pings one way or the other.
Good. I am good.
So he pings towards the good. But you do get the sense in the surrounding areas there's like an overwhelming sense of evil and darkness around, just in the general area.
Right. Detects good and evil till next turn. You can sense anything affected by spells, location of any celestials, and find undead within 60 feet. So I'm guessing there's nothing here now.
There's nothing in your immediate vicinity, but
Yeah.
you do get the feel. We're using that. You get the feeling of dread in the area.
I'm going to check down here. Is this a way through?
Yeah, you
This-
can go. You can go through these ones.
I'm gonna follow the princess.
Got a shimmy.
Stuck it in, lads, to get through there.
There is an undercover path that way, so you can
Yeah.
go through that way. And there's also one that way.
Where's our tracker? Rancid. Did you see anything, Rancid?
I don't know. Do I have to make another check?
So yeah, you can follow the footprints for a little bit. They lead off in this direction.
Hey.
And now you'd have to do another check to see if you can follow them further.
Would you like me to do investigation or survival?
I'll leave that up to you because it fits either.
Okay. Could I get advantage if someone helps me?
And Nora is sort of looking around with you, so yeah, you can have advantage. So 17, yep, you find the track and they lead off in this direction.
Go!
And you think that the tracks head up, but it joins into lots of other tracks. This is a road that lots of people are sort of milling through. Lots of people are sort of milling through this way. Lots of people milling up and across.
If I was a murderer, which way would I go?
Surely they'd be hiding as soon as possible. Do you think they're hiding in one of these buildings?
Maybe.
How
Remember,
far
it
did I
has.
get when I followed him, Fern?
You got to about here when you lost track of him. But just remember, it has been like a fair few hours since you last saw him.
Which direction do the least amount of tracks go?
Not including the one behind you, the least amount of tracks go that way, but in this bit is just buildings.
I'm going to go up here. I think that he would go get into a place that's more public, like he has been, and then he would bail somewhere more quiet. So I think it might be around here. Could I make another check around this area?
You can.
Are you helping me again?
Yes.
Anora.
I supervise.
You can.
Stand behind them.
You don't see any tracks that look anything like the ones you've been following in that area.
But I know he's definitely not gone this way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Good work, child. Good work. Give it
Child.
Can I pat you on the head?
Sadness Chan.
So yeah, you've got lots of people sort of milling about. Shops are starting to open. You see various different races. There's elves, humans, dwarves. There's a few gnomes kicking about. Even a few goblins kicking about.
Beautiful. Can I go and chat to some goblins?
Yeah, you can go speaking goblin to them if you want.
Can I ask them what their version of events are about these people going missing?
People go missing. People die. Not goblins, so we don't care.
Oh, they don't sound like my type of goblins.
No, they really don't. They're not very nice.
I have a plan, princess.
What's your plan, dwarf?
We dress you up as the most beautiful princess ever, and he'll come out and he'll get you. Then we'll jump him.
I mean, I
So-
don't think dressing up would be necessary.
Well, he's not gonna come up to a woman in armor, is he? I don't think he's stupid.
And he did see your faces.
And he did see our faces.
Yes.
So if we give you a good old dwarven beard, you might pass as a fine beauty.
Hey. To dress up. What time is it?
We'll lure him out. Well, it's
What?
night time. Look in this sky.
You can look in the sky.
Nighttime. Right, it's night time.
It's pretty dark, yeah.
Just there's no clock.
I think Rancid's the only one that could make an educated guess at the moment
What on what?
on the time.
Oh, I have nature. Is that what you're using to guess?
No, it's because he saw the clock in the pub.
All right.
Because he specifically asked about the time. So yeah, Rancid, you hear these lot saying that it's night time and all this, and it's completely confusing for you because an hour ago it was 6 o'clock in the morning.
Could I make a guess now to what time it is? No, with with some kind of advantage from seeing the clock.
You would know that it's mid-morning, so it'd be about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning-ish.
Okay. I'll tell Honora what time it is.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
Brilliant. Can I tell the dwarf?
I not believe her.
Can I tell her? Can I tell him it's like seven? Just Chinese whispers it.
Yep.
Maybe he's an early riser.
Maybe. But if we're gonna go through with this plan, I need to rest up. Still got fucking ringing in my ears from earlier.
So
Where's the pub, Rancid?
Pardon?
Where's the pub?
Right. The pub is. Follow me. The pub.
The pub.
So yeah,
Pub.
you can see that it's a little bit more busy than when you left Rancid. There's a few people milling about, some people having breakfast and stuff like that. You can tell that it's used as sort of, as you said, like a 24-hour thing. So people are going in there and having food during the day, and some obviously alcoholics are drinking all day and all night. So, but generally it's your average person just in there having a breakfast before they go to work.
So I went to the pub. I'm just going to roost on the roof and have a kip.
Okay.
Right, where's the... Ah, there it is.
That's the bar. Yeah.
Cider, please, mate.
3 copper.
3 copper. It's a bit expensive.
How much is a breakfast here? In fact, what have you got?
Well, we've got porridge, bacon, eggs, toast,
All of that will
sausages.
do. How much?
2 silver.
Got you.
You
Got
get
him 2 silvers.
yeah, you get a free drink with it. Tea or coffee, or orange
Coffee.
juice.
Coffee, please.
You can have a coffee. I'll bring it over.
Thank you.
Hello, little thing. He's looking at Rancid.
Are they all looking at me strange again?
Nah.
I don't know.
There's a couple of them that sort of give you a second glance, but the bartender's kind of got over what you look like now.
I'll ask for, I'll have a breakfast as well, please.
Okay. 2 silver.
Okay.
So yeah, you can have a breakfast. It's rather nice. Good quality food.
Can I describe the man I saw in the alley to the bartender?
Yeah.
See if if he's seen him before.
He sort of strokes his chin a bit as he tries to remember. He says, "We do have a couple that kind of match that description. Not really regulars, I'd say, but yeah, last night there was a few that would match that."
Did any of them leave with a young woman? Do you know anything about the young woman who died last night?
There was a woman who died. Another one?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
So no then.
Well, you've just told me that a woman died. I don't know who it was.
There was lots of people die here.
Well, if you could call it that.
Well, they're dead.
Yes. But when you die here, you don't really. Your mortal body dies.
What happens afterwards? Is there no afterlife? The
Not,
grand halls?
not here, I'm afraid.
That's a shame.
He sort of looks about and he sort of leans in a bit. He says a bit quiet, "When you die here, your souls, they're trapped in the mist. Forever."
Well, it looks like we're all trapped in the mist anyway. Old Randy said we're all gonna die. when the mist comes in.
Well, yeah. All consuming. None of us really know how to stop it.
You just get on the boat.
I mean, yeah, that's one way out. When the mist gets close enough, that's where I'll take. I have already got secured payment on a ship.
Well, let's drink to that.
He sort of chuckles a bit. He carries on with his work.
Do you know the drinking age for human children?
Well,
I mean, well, as soon as we pop out and we go onto the bottle, we go straight onto the alcohol, you see? But I don't know about these humans.
sort of shrugs and says, "Well, there's no rules in my pub. Not when
Oh,
you're
that's good.
not in
Can
these
I buy
places."
Can I buy 2 ciders? Take one over to the child.
Yep.
Where is he? Here you go. Drink it up.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much.
Give him a slap on the back.
Fills my drink.
Right, princess.
Yes, dwarf.
What's the plan?
What was your plan? You
Well,
got stuck or something. Well, it's it's like 7 o'clock now or something. He's probably not going to be out until the 9th. So just spend time around here until it's night, I guess.
Yeah, you can spend the day milling about in the pub if you like.
I'll go get changed in some normal clothes then.
Okay.
Where are we going to get a beard from, child? Any ideas?
Drinking in here.
We need a beard.
Oh, beard. I thought you said a beer.
A beard for the princess.
No
To
chance.
make her the most beautiful woman ever.
We can always pay someone for their facial hair.
That's, yes. Go look around for the... Oh, Randy had a magnificent beard. Is there anything else with a magnificent beard?
There's a couple of people in there that have got beards, yeah.
Why are you so obsessed with putting a beard on me?
Because all beautiful dwarven women have beards.
Do I look like a dwarf?
No, but that's what's attractive.
Ugh.
Can I go haggle for a beard?
You can go try, but no one will let you have the beard.
Oh, I'll spend the whole day haggling for a beard then.
Okay. That's fine. So yeah, it's starting to, after a good day of haggling for a beard and milling about the pub and whatever anybody else is doing, starts getting to sort of evening time.
I start getting desperate. Has anyone got a dog to sell? Or a rat?
You do not see any dogs or rats.
Oh,
A rat beard would fit on the child.
you can make him an amazing moustache.
It'll look more like scrotum hair though. From a rat.
Right, that's what I'm going to do then. Till it's time.
Okay, so yeah, it's starting to get evening time. The pub's clientele's starting to change from people just having general food and families to people that are coming in for a night out. They're off to club.
Club.
Yeah, the music starts changing to a bit more dubstep.
Awesome.
people are starting to drink and be merry.
The party started.
Yep.
Do they have any wine?
It does have wine.
How much for a glass of wine?
5 copper.
Okay. I'm going to buy a glass of wine and go stand in the corner.
Okay.
Is there any people that look like our perpetrator?
There are a few men that kind of match the description, but they don't look. Obviously, you got a good look at his face. They don't
Okay.
actually look like him.
They don't look like him.
They look described like they're handsome men, the like general handsome young
Right,
men.
it
but
doesn't matter then, it doesn't matter. As long as they resemble him. Can I go past them when I walk past? Because, oh, look at her in the corner. I'll definitely bang her as I go past them.
yeah, they sort of raise
Got
their
this weird-
eyebrow at you, and they look over
Yeah.
to Honora.
Can I look back, wink, and just flip my hair off my shoulder?
Yeah. They sort of look a bit awkwardly to a couple of them have their dates with them, and this sort of shrug.
19 charisma, there should be an awe.
Some of them say they've already got a date, thanks.
I was just making sure.
They
We
sort of,
know what you humans are like. Breed like rabbits.
one of them sort of stands up and he says, "What do you mean by that?"
Well, you breed a lot faster than us.
You
No
trying to?
offense.
I'm sure some offence was meant and intended.
No.
Oh.
Be careful with your words, dwarf. And then he just turns his back and sits back down.
She's pretty though, isn't she?
Just ignores you.
Can I walk off?
You can walk off, yeah.
Right, the trap is set.
Lara, quite a handsome gentleman sits himself next to you. He offers you a drink.
I have my own, thank you.
Sort of shrugs and orders himself one then. He orders himself a bottle of wine and 2 glasses. And he says, "Glasses here if you change your mind."
Move.
Smooth.
He pours himself a glass, pours you one as well. And he just sort of leans back in his chair and just sips on his wine. "So, what's a pretty girl like you doing in a shithole like this?"
Well, you know, I have a tendency to follow idiots.
He sort of glances to the little child that sat next to you. "Yours,
He is with me, yes.
but he's not yours."
No.
Thank fuck for
He's
that.
not even. He's not even my kind.
Well, I don't really know what he is.
If you ask idiots, he is a child. If you ask me, goblin.
Oh, how peculiar. Doesn't look like the goblins round here. Hello, little
He
goblin.
He's quite delightful, if I don't say so myself.
You got enough drink, little goblin?
I've got ample drink for now, thank you.
All right. He is quite delightful. I do agree. Say, I know a better pub than this one. Fancy taking a walk?
Yes, I would be down for that. Let's go.
He offers you his hand as he stands up.
I'll take his hand. But
Yeah.
can I just give the goblin a little look as if to say, like, go and get the others?
Yeah.
Can I be stood there giving Princess tips? Push up your tip! Grow beard!
It's a gropey.
But yeah, this gentleman, he takes the bottle of wine with him. He sort of nods at the bartender. The bartender nods back at him, and he leads you outside.
Can I make a stealth check to follow, please?
You can do.
Where's the door? I can't find the front door.
This one's the front door.
Drunk already.
Yeah, I've only had one.
You think you are stealthy? So yeah, he points to this well here. He says people tend to throw their coppers in there and make a wish. Bit superstitious if you ask me, but I don't think anybody's wishes have come true.
I have no need for the wishes. If I want something, I make it happen.
Oh, feisty. Sort of leads you in this direction.
I'm just gonna make sure that I can still see what's his name, Rancid, following.
Yep.
I will be following it. It's just not letting me move 1 sec.
Are you just following yourself, or did you go and tell the others?
I didn't tell him. I didn't know what the look meant.
He's a stupid goblin. He didn't really know what fuck all looking meant.
Can I go? Can I push the princess out of the way? Go, no, like this. I'll put my hands on my hips.
I'll make up at this.
Yeah, you can see Lara being swooned by a gentleman and Rancid sort of trying to be stealthy, following from behind. It leads you down this alleyway down here. He sort of takes a swig from the bottle of wine and he offers it to you, Lara.
I took my glass. I've still got my glass.
Fair enough.
Glide down to the entrance.
Yeah, you can.
And I poke my head in the door.
Was that good enough, dwarf?
Suppose.
I'm just doing what you're
Like-
showing, mate.
What
My tits, growing a beard.
Lara, can you make me a wisdom
No,
save?
like this.
I just go caca, and then sort of like nod my head as if to say follow. They notice me.
Posing.
What the fuck is he doing here? Fine, I'll go get changed.
Lara is being followed.
Yeah,
Or Lara is left. That's it, and they can't
With
fly
you.
off.
I'll be with you in 2 rounds.
What?
What? 12 seconds.
Oh, I'm gonna wait for the princess.
I'm gonna go in pursuit. So I'm gonna fly up to this rooftop here. If I can spot them. There's a goblin on the roof now.
No, he's in that little gap. In that,
Oh,
like,
it's an
little
alley, that is it?
mini alley. Yeah.
There'll be another check yet.
So yeah, he takes you further down here and around the corner.
Fly across here and gain some altitude.
Yeah.
Of hopping from roof to roof.
And he sort of puts his arm around you. And he sort of starts putting his hand sort of lower, and he starts sort of touching you a bit more. Yep. Did you get
Lovely.
my whisper, by the way, Foz?
Oh, see. Oh, bloody hell. Yep.
Okay, so you are reacting you're quite enjoying it. You're sort of you're having a bit of a giggle and a bit of a play, starting to get a bit randy.
Put my hand on his chest and push him against the wall.
Oh, feisty.
You really fucked this up then, Princess.
So yeah, if you're soaring about, you can see Lyra's getting very in a compromising position.
He don't even give a shit.
Come on, bird.
I don't know what's going on. That's the thing. I'm assuming that this is a trap or something.
Am I seeing this phone?
Where you are currently, no, but you can hear it.
What do I hear?
You hear them giggling and generally having a good time. And just as you turn the corner, you see him leaning in for a kiss.
Right, I'm going to whip out my bow and I'm going to take a shot at him.
Okay. Roll me the attack.
I'm intentionally going to go to wound and not kill, so I don't know if I can do that. I'll do it.
I'm not sure if you can do that with ranged. Let me double check.
That was pretty good for a shot.
It's a good roll. You stick him
If
straight in the
it's a
arm.
good enough roll, it could maybe be like a leg or an arm shot.
Yeah. Yeah, you get him into the arm. He screams out, and he sort of looks back to the goblin. He says, "What are you doing?"
Am I still charmed at this point?
You are.
Has that broken it?
No.
I'm still.
You back away from my friend.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's charmed?
No.
I do have the spell charm person.
It's
I was
not
just wondering.
technically a spell.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's turned to you and said, "Why did you shoot me?"
Is he by himself?
I'm
No,
gonna
he's
float
with
across here.
Lara.
Oh yeah, I know it's with Lara, but I mean it's just him and Lara.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna keep rubbing his chest.
I'm going to draw my bow again and tell him to back off. You back off or I'll shoot you.
She's the one coming on to me. Consensual.
I'll tell you. Fuck off or I'm shooting you again. Last warning.
He sort of smirks a bit. He sort of looks at it and says, "I don't know who you think you are."
And before he finishes talking, I'm shooting him again.
Go on then. Okay. At that, I'll put him down. There we go. Right, so he's took that, and he's took that.
Oh shit, I don't want to shoot him. He looks hard.
I did explain he was a very handsome looking boy. But yes, once you do that, he looks at you with intense fury, and his sort of whole shape kind of changes. It's like a facade has been lifted, and you start to see sort of wings, like bat-like wings forming, and he has a tail as well. And he is
What kind of tail is it?
it's like a demon-ish tail, like an imp.
Sickening.
And it will be Tiv's.
Can roll.
Am I still charmed?
You are. For now.
Incubus, is that like a male succubus?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Draken, you don't really know anything that's going on. You can hear Rancid shouting a little bit.
Can I see him?
He's a bit far away. You can kind of see him looking a bit angry.
Come on, princess. And I'm gonna sprint. I'm gonna do a dash action
Okay.
as far as natural sprinter here. I'm gonna sprint all the way down there to this.
Jesus.
Natural sprinters.
You're going to be out of breath.
I am fucked
You're
already.
going to get there and you're going to be leaning on the goblin. You're going to be like, fuck's sake!
He's still got a bit of that cider left. That's my go. That's all I can do.
Rancid.
I am going to go towards him. I'm going to attack with my rapier.
That's a miss.
We'll only have one attack, won't we?
Yeah.
Do we have a bonus action?
You do have a bonus action, yeah?
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to disengage, and I will move here
Okay.
to try and get a flanking position on him.
Okay.
That's me.
Lara, you can make a wisdom save. It's at the end of your go to see if you break out of it. Yeah, you broke out of it. So next turn you can act as normal.
Yeah.
Does she
Anora,
know exactly what's happened now? Does she remember everything, or
she
is it a
will
mind
remember
blank?
what happened, yeah.
I was gonna
Remember who
sprint
saved
out.
your life, Lara?
Let's
You're the
sprint around
one.
the corner as well.
You're the one whose attention I got when I was
It's
leaving.
my turn.
Okay. So seeing that you've broken out of it, this guy's gonna turn to you, Lara, and he is going to try and claw you.
Oh,
Ooh.
nasty.
Bloody hell.
Yep. That's got me.
Damn, son.
I've got like 4 HP left.
Saws.
Saws firstly. He's having a kip and he's roosting.
Come on, coleslaws.
Coleslaws.
Sorry, give me a minute.
Do you lay
looking
eggs?
through I'm male, so no, I don't fucking lay eggs.
Roll it down here.
Cast that on him. Hello?
Hello? Oh, yeah, sorry, it's just popped up. So it's a saving throw.
I'm not sure
No.
if it's like full damage or half damage.
It's a cantrip, so it would be...
Negates if he
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he failed anyway. Is that your go?
Yeah. Not gonna do anything else, can
Draken.
I will raise my hammer and shout, "By the fires of the forge!" And then I'm going to cast Healing Word on the elf. Can't remember her name.
Lara.
That Lara Croft. Yeah, 8 hit points back.
Oh, hero.
And then I will move and attack him.
Okay.
Warhammer.
That is a hit.
Slam. And that's my go.
Rancid.
Okay, I'm going to move up to him. Attack with my rapier. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and move back.
Okay.
Did that
Lara.
hit? I'm guessing. I'm guessing it did
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
Short sword straight into his chest.
Oh. That short sword straight into his chest. Kills him. Dead.
Is he still?
As he goes down, I'm just going to give him a little wink.
Evil.
Sorry, pretty boy.
Is he still in impish form or whatever it is?
Incubus form, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
going to
Need
go.
the evidence.
We
Are
have
we
to
out
take
of?
we just take this to Randolph.
Are we out of that thing now?
Tivs.
Alright, I'm going to go over to what's his name, Rancid, and pick him up and give him a big kiss on his cheek.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hey, he's just possibly saved my life.
Projectile vomits against the wall.
Can I retrieve my arrows, or do I have to make a check for that?
No, you can retrieve them. I'm not gonna
Okay.
make you roll for that. And with
Can I search him?
you can search him. He doesn't have anything on him other than the bottle of wine that he had.
Can I
Oh.
take? Can I take some of his fingers for my pickle jar?
You can if you want.
Yeah, I'll take 3 fingers, please.
And with that, you all level up.
Yeah, boy.
So
Can we take him to Randy then?
you can
Drag
take
his
him
ass
to
out
yeah.
through the street.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for the session, let you all sort of level up, and we'll continue next week.
Okay.
Here you go, Randy. Problem solved.
We'll role play that out next week because I've got an idea of how that's going to play out, but I need to put maps on and stuff for it.
Level 2.
Level 2?
Is this all homebrew, Fern?
Yes.
Cool.
So yeah, if any of you have any questions about leveling up, feel free to either ask now, or if you're going to do it during the week, that's fine. Or if you have any questions for me now, that's up to you. Kids are playing up a bit, that's why I'm sort of finishing a bit early.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
Hells.
Bingo bango.
So yeah, does anybody have any
Oh.
questions or anything? Anybody that needs me for
Yeah.
anything?
I'm picking these circles. I don't even know what they mean though. Half of them. Well,
Well, you've got a week to look into that.
I could do. Well, I wanted to level up now, but fuck it. Yeah,
Is it
I'll
the circles of the druid?
yeah.
Druid 5e. So it depends what kind of druid you want to be as to what you do. Circles of Dreams, that's more situational, but it's like a little bit healing kind of. It's all about obviously dreams and stuff, isn't it? So that's quite self-explanatory. Circle of Spores is more like is that the one that you have all the
Necromancy stuff.
yeah, necromancy stuff and all that kind of thing, and is it called symbiotic entity or something like that? It has.
Yeah, you grow mushrooms on your stone.
Yeah, mushrooms. It doesn't
No.
necessarily have to be mushrooms, but usually it's people use that because it's an easy one. Circle of Stars is more obviously to do with the night sky. It's very much
That's the one where you turn into like a constellation, isn't it? And you start
it's a
blowing things up.
starry form. Your wild shape's more of a buff rather than actually shaping into something. It's like you're like a starry spectrally form of yourself. Wildfire, that's the one with the pet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing of fire in it. I can't remember what it's called though, but it's a bit like a
Like
rain.
an elemental.
Yeah. So it's all more about fire damage and stuff like that. Circle of the Land. That was the base one, wasn't it? The Circle of the Land.
That's the typical druid.
Yeah, that's more like spell related, isn't it? It's more about casting spells and shit.
Right.
But there's a circle of land, air, water,
yeah,
and things like that, isn't there?
yeah. And then you got
It's only giving me so many options on this. It's giving me like obviously land, but it's got each type of one for land. It's got Arctic, coast, desert, forest.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
choose a different for the Circle of the Land. You can choose a different kind of land for it. And then the Circle of the Moon. That's using wild shape. Wild shape is better. Circle of the Shepherd is all about summoning things,
Animals and things.
animals and stuff. Yeah. So it depends which way you want to go with the druid.
Right. Okay.
Would depend which one you pick.
I'll have a think about that rather than level it up straight away. Then.
Yeah, it's worth having a think about because you can't change it once you've done it.
Yeah. So well, I can't see it now, but you say there's a circle of air as well.
Think so. Circle.
It won't let me have it because obviously I'm a fucking bird.
Let me have a look on your builder. See what you can check.
I'm on there now. Yeah, there's no circle of air.
Dream, stars, land, moon, shepherd. No, there isn't a circle of air.
Is there not?
No. The most common ones that I've seen is Circle of the Land, or the various different lands, and Circle of the Moon, and Circle of Spores. They're the ones that I've seen. It depends, as I said, it depends whether you want to go more, I want to cast spells, or I want to do a better wild shape, or I want to have a different kind of wild shape. It all depends, kind of.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about wild shape because wild shape's limited at first, aren't they? I wouldn't want to lose my flight and become like a land animal. I don't think.
Yeah.